What's up?
Good evening.
How's it going, y'all?
We've got the fun week of Keyforge.
This is the one where we don't sweat at all.
Yeah,
no
far
sweat.
less sweaty.
Guaranteed. No sweats.
Zook, how's it going?
How's it going, y'all?
Oh, wait, my keys.
You got no keys. How can you forge keys if you don't have keys?
We broke them all last week.
There was a lot of keys shattered. There was a lot of pieces of keys littering our play area, in fact. Okay.
Probably still littering the play area to some degree.
They're microplastics. They're there forever.
Yeah.
We breathed them in. They're part of our body.
Just there in our bloodstreams.
Yeah.
Uberwall, Trying's Wrestler. This is the triple Ronnie Wristclocks deck. Oh, speaking of Ronnie Wristclocks.
Oh,
the thing.
I forgot to play the thing.
Alright, is everybody ready? This is a special sneak peek of Call of Discovery episode 100.
Is it out? It's out here, right? It's out.
It is out.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a special sneak peek, courtesy of Zach.
I'm sorry, I was not prepared for this at all. I forgot completely.
Yeah. So subscribing.
The consistent IRL Keyforge streamers, that's us.
That is us.
It's literally us.
I think there's 3 wrestlers in this pod.
Yeah, I think so. That's right.
So, yeah. Installing updates.
I haven't launched Discord on this
I mean, it's probably wise.
computer for a while.
Yeah, I think everybody will be pleasantly surprised by this. I really enjoyed this. The whole episode is really worth checking out, in my opinion. I'm gonna try to fill time while Justin is over here.
This is
moving slowly. This is the wrong Discord.
This is the wrong Discord.
This is that's the TTR account.
Must be.
That's the. All right. Say out loud what your password is.
Okay,
That's probably good operational security.
Yeah.
Some good infosec right there.
I don't know my password, so.
All right.
It's like Discord's never been accessed on the computer before. Oh my god.
You use your 2FA. Go ahead, make sure to log into that in a visible way on stream right quick. Make sure we get that out there. I can't even see chat.
I'm not even getting 2FA.
It's covered.
I promise this is going to be worth it.
It's,
And by worth it, I mean it's not happening.
Is that new fun? Did you get a new phone recently?
Nope.
I have to make small talk.
There we go.
All right. There we go.
We're listening. We're listening. Are we listening?
Oh, the thief.
Okay, there we go.
Has such amber deer.
All
And
right.
he stacks it glistening yellow. Just some burst hate for your deck, babe. And he certainly can recur.
I'm jamming.
You know when that Ronnie bites with his steel, babe. Several keys.
It's so good.
Start to forge fancy clocks, oh, sells them Rolex, babe. And there's never an enemy key behind the battle line. On a crucible morning lies a big pile of amber, and someone sneaking round the corner. Could that someone be Ronnie Wristclocks? There's an X.
We can get DMCA for this. Is Zach gonna DMCA us?
I don't see how. Oh, yes, I think in fact he could.
He could.
But I don't think that he will.
Just looking through to jog my memory. 7 will get me too. Oh, Ronnie hits again. Did you hear about old Justin Lizza? All
me.
his amber
I'm in the song.
disappeared after drawing all his good cards. And now Nathan forges all his keys. Could it be our boys done and done something rash? Now see Urchin, oh Manchego, Hugger Mugger, and the Mac themselves. Oh, the line forms on the board, babe. Now that Ronnie's back in town, I said Carlo Phantom, ho, ho, oh, Bad Penny, look out for Gamgee and Hobnobber. Yes, that line forms on the board, babe. Now that Ronnie's back in town. Look out, old Ronnie is back.
Let's clap. Please clap. Incredible. Yeah, Zach was
That's
actually.
Zach.
That's Zach.
That is Zach.
Check out Call of Discovery, episode 100.
Yeah,
the
episode
musical
100.
podcast.
There
Wherever you
is
get your podcast.
Yeah, there is more. There is more to be had.
Ronnie Wristclock's roleplay has been redeemed. It's time.
That's right. Oh, Ronnie is back.
We got bets out as well.
Ed's got some pipes on him too. I'm telling you. Did you listen to the episode?
No.
Yeah. Ed's got some pipes on him too. So
Very good.
but yes, if you're looking for more, if you're looking for Keyforge themed covers of popular songs, then look no further than Call of Discovery episode 100. So,
Code Red.
Code Red, what's up?
38 months. Wow. Wowee.
Ronnie's here. And Ronnie brought his best friend,
Because-
other Ronnie.
And then his other friend.
Hyper
Subscribe.
sub.
26 months, thank you.
That's right, everybody's subbing off the... So we're getting them Call of Discovery dollars now.
90.
90. 2.
This is a big matchup. 3 and 2 versus 4 and 2.
Yeah,
Kind of a big
to
deal.
get some separation.
Yeah. Some firsts. All right. We'll start with. You ready? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll keep.
How to counter Saurus with a deck of Age of Ascension. So you want as much creature control as possible.
Yeah, so the best cards in Age of Ascension versus Saurian are going to be like Nature's Call, Hysteria, Banish. Cards that take creatures off the board, but don't actually destroy them, right? Because a lot of times Saurians are protected against being destroyed with like Imperial Scutum or Perfectus Ludo. But playing like Nature's Call puts them back into their hand, so if they have Amber captured on them, that'll go back to your pool then.
So the Age of Ascension does counter Saurians very well, because there's a lot of really good creature control in Age of Ascension.
You played the Galdang Succubus.
Yeah.
Alright, so starting my turn. Alright, Ronnie's going to take his first turn here. Ronnie's going to play Gauntlet of Command and Ogo Pogo. A Drummer Knot and an Ogo Pogo again. And Ronnie's discarding into the fray. Ronnie's going to draw up to 5.
Okay, let's say Shadows. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play this Shadow Self. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play Poison Wave.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Silvertooth. I'm gonna discard this this Nerve Blast, and I'll play Miasma. And then Silvertooth will read. Your turn.
Alright. Ronnie's going to take his turn. Ronnie's playing Bramo, dealing 2 damage to shadow creatures, or to flank creatures.
Which do happen to be Shadow's creatures.
Um.
Yeah, Code of Shadows could be very nuts, in fact. It was like autopilot nuts, right?
Pogo is gonna fight Shadow Self and punch Succubus. Drummerknot is gonna reap. Bounce Bramo. I'll play Bramo. I'll Gauntlet of Command Bramo, and I'll reap with Bramo. Assuming I didn't rule of 6 there, I think it was only 3. Okay. Your turn. Draw.
Okay. I will play Robnar. I'll play Smash and stun Drummerknot. I will punch Drummerknot. And I'll discard this War Song. Your turn.
Alright. Ronnie is saying Shadows. Ronnie is discarding Bad Penny. Ronnie is giving Ogo Pogo a ring of invisibility. And then Ronnie's little friend, Little Niff, showing up. Yeah, Ronnie's finished.
Alright, I'm gonna Poison Wave. I will play Dodger Shadow Self. Your turn.
Alright. Ronnie is saying Brobnar. Ronnie's calling in the muscle. Bramo's fighting Shadow Self. Ogo Pogo's fighting Shadow Self. Dealing 2 damage to Smash. And then Gauntlet of Command, Ogo Pogo, and a Dodger. And then Ogo Pogo will shoot Smash. And I'll play Relentless Assault. Righty, both of them. There's nothing for him to fight. It's a little bit brief. And it is your turn. I'll draw.
Okay. I'll say Robnar. I'll punch the Ogo Pogo.
I can't believe that deck with 3 punches keeps punching my creatures.
I'll discard Blood of the Titans. I'll discard War Song. Your turn. Say check with 6.
Alright. You know what time it is. It's time for Ronnie.
Yeah, that's why I didn't
Generate more.
care that I didn't go to 7, yeah.
Ronnie's saying check with 7.
Alright, I'll say Dis. I will play Tendrils.
Ow.
I will discard Hand of Dis. I will play Succubus. I haven't Arise. The question is, do I Arise to get the second Succubus? I think that's fine. I'll play Arise for Dis. I think that's fine. Play that. I'm done.
Alright.
Draw to 5.
Ronnie gets the first key. Alright. Ronnie's calling in his little green friends. Sky Booster, Mind Warper, Tixel. I'll shoot this one for 2. And then Ronnie's playing Hypnotic Command. I draw 2. You growling?
Draw 4.
Was Eddie?
Yeah.
Was Eddie growling at my? I think Eddie was growling at my Ronnie voice.
I'm gonna play Brobnar. I'll play Gengar Chieftain. I'll fight the Mind Warper. I'll play War Drummer. I'll play Gengar Chieftain. I'll fight the Mind Warper. Your turn. I could have Arise for like 4 Shadows guys, yeah, but it was like
very mid.
2 Shadow Selves and a Dodger. So the next turn are gonna be me playing some guys.
Yeah, he would have drawn. He basically would have put 4 Shadow creatures in his hand.
I don't think I would drop the chain either. Yeah, I would not have dropped the chain also. It may not have been a bad play ultimately, but I went with those succubuses.
That deck I think wants to get further. Is that the single Arise deck? Or is that 2?
It's 2.
Yeah, that deck does have 2 Arises.
It's 2.
I think the best house to Arise in that deck is actually Brobnar.
Yeah.
Because it's got a lot of come into play effects and the War Drummer. So. All right. Guess Ronnie Sam Brobnar. Ronnie is playing First Blood. Ronnie's got 2 damage. 2 damage is gonna go to the War Drummer. Ronnie is gonna pound right there. Ronnie is gonna reap with Bramo. Ronnie's not actually gonna gauntlet. Ronnie's done. Ronnie says check.
Alright. So Shadows, I'll play Shadow Self. Or Silvertooth. I'll play Silent Dagger. I will reap. I will do 4 damage to Bramo. I will play one last job. I'll purge the Silvertooth. Steal 1. Going to 7. Your turn.
Look out. Ronnie's back. Say, Shadows. Playing Whistling Darts. Playing Ronnie. Reaping. With other Ronnie. The only person Ronnie can trust. Ronnie.
Other Ronnie.
Alright.
Alright, I'll say this. I'll play this Lash. I will...
One last job. Yeah, that might have been worth it. Did you have it at the time?
I did, but you also didn't drink Amber the next turn. So, I don't know. It might have worked, but I'll play Tendrils.
I did Forge last turn, is that
yes.
correct? So everything explodes. 4 damage to all creatures,
Yeah.
right?
I'll play Schuler.
I can't believe you'd steal Amber from me.
Yeah. I'll play Overlord Grecking. I will Arise. I will get Dis. Because 2 Succubus to the empty board seems good. And done. Draw to 5. Check with 7.
Alright. Ronnie Sam Brobnar. Gonna play Calfine Gauntlet into that. Succubus. Getting some splashy damage. Playing Drummer Not bouncing Calfine. Replaying Calfine. Tremoring right there. And it's your turn. Draw 3.
Draw to 5.
Draw 2.
That's what I thought. Alright. I will play Dis. I'm going to play this library. I'm going to unstun guys.
You forged.
Forge. I will Poltergeist the Gauntlet of Command.
How dare you.
I'll have Jeweler fight the cow. I'll Lash. Your turn.
Alright, I'll say you Shadows, I'll play Ronnie. Look out. I'll play Hidden Stash. Little Archive. And I'm going to give Dusk Runner to the drummer now. And it's your turn. Draw 4.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say Brobnar. I'm gonna play Smith on Ronnie.
It's just,
I'm sorry.
You just
that's,
played.
That's not the right card. I'm gonna play Champions Challenge. So we're all just gonna crash into each other. I'm gonna play Crump. Then I'm gonna play Smith. I'm gonna play this punch on Ronnie retroactively. And I'm done.
Okay. Alright, gonna say Mars.
Punched him in the graveyard.
I'll play Mars Needs Amber. Play Mother Gun. I'll play Mind Warper. I'm gonna Hypno Beam the Crump. And it is your turn. I'll draw these 5. I'll say check the 6.
Okay. I'll say Shadows. I'm gonna Nerve Blast and shoot Mind Warper. I will play Bad Penny. No, I'll play Poison Wave. Then I'll play Bad Penny and play Silent Dagger. Your turn. Take a lead.
Going to say Mars and put my archives into my hand. Yeah, Orbital Bombardment. Show you. I am going to play Mind Warper and Dominator. I'm gonna Mars first to Mind Worm. Ready the Mind Worm and Reap with it. And I'll say check with 8, and it's your turn. I'll shuffle and draw 3.
Alright, so Forge.
Ronnie's an elf thief.
Yeah. I will say Dis. I'll play Tendrils. I'll use the Library. I'll use Lash. And I'm done. Yeah, you remember when Keyforge was its own category? That's crazy. Crazy.
Alright, I will say Shadows. I'm gonna play Lamindra. Gonna play Whistling Darts. Gonna play this Night Forge. Actually, my keys cost +3 because of Lash.
Yep.
And it's your turn. I'll draw 3. Let's say check with 10.
I lose. That's too much.
You didn't have enough momentum on the disc turn.
Yeah.
It signaled to me that you were in the Lash hole.
I was very close to the Lash hole. Alright.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was very close to Keyforge working there. If I had been hit by
I'm sure
miasma.
We've hit it a couple. Yeah, that's. I was trying to dig into the miasma.
If you'd hit me with the miasma,
there was a Keyforge category on Twitch for like 2 years. Well,
yeah,
the first 2 years it was out. It didn't even take that long because I want to say one of our first few streams was in the Keyforge category.
Yeah,
if not the first one.
I think the AOA days were really bad for the game on Twitch.
Yeah.
Because I think there were a lot of card game players, like casual card game players, that exited upon the errata to library access and bait and switch, and then AOA came out and was like,
the existence of lands also was kind of bad for the game, right?
I think the existence of lands was fine for the game.
Okay.
I think it was bad for the competitive scene because, like, if we talk about Magic and we want to talk about a format, right? And we're talking about, like, say, Modern, and we're talking about blue, red, whatever the Murktide type region is, right? Like, you have it. If you casually keep up with Magic, then you have an idea of the deck I'm talking about, right? If I talk about, so the thing is, because Keyforge defies the same definitions that other card games have, you can say lands, and that's something for traditional card game players to latch on to, right? They're like, oh, lands, an infinite combo deck, that's cool, that's part of the meta, right? Never mind the fact that lands had multiple different flavors.
I mean, like, every lands deck was different.
And every lands deck is different, but you're like, okay, I'm going to go find a deck that has library access and a pin seed, right? And so when library access got nerfed, people are all like, well, this game was kind of neat in concept, but how the hell am I supposed to keep up with the competitive format? And, like, we knew Martian Generosity was dumb, and sure, there were some Ginka, Brig. I think that's part of the reason why people attached to Brig so early in AOA, because they were, like, looking for the next big thing in Keyforge, when the next big thing in Keyforge is whatever the deck you're playing against is at the time, right? And so I think people have a hard time approaching Keyforge as its own unique game because it doesn't fit neatly into those other preconceived notions about card games, right? So
24.
73. Oh god, this is the unfathomable garbage.
Yeah.
Oh god, the double. That was a little bit of hobnobbing. This deck is just fast, if memory serves, right? Yeah. Twister, it's a fast one. Yeah, it's still, like, if you play one game of Keyforge, you're like, I guess I can see what's kind of cool about this game, right? But if you, like, I think if you were one of those people who bought a display and then played and just opened the decks and played them against a friend, and then, like, every game that you played, you had a completely different experience, you're like, oh, now I see what's going on with the game, right? Whereas a lot of people, I think, are just trying to, any of those,
like that, as opposed to just trying to find the best deck possible you can have. And
yeah, well, I think there's a whole pile of people who do themselves a disservice by just buying decks, cracking them, and seeing if they've got something cool. Because I think a lot of decks that we have would be difficult to.
Like, there's a lot of decks we have that we might have just looked at and then thrown in a pile.
Yeah.
You know, but then
just throw it away.
All right, you're first.
Yes.
For university, I have college students who dabbled in MTG or Yu-Gi-Oh! And when I explain keyboards, there's immediate interest there because they're all dirt poor students. Yeah, the idea of competing but not chasing singles is really the idea. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why sealed Keyforge is fun, right? And there's a lot of people who might say, well, there's a lot of randomness involved in sealed, but I mean that's true of competitive Magic, right? Like sometimes you just play against a bad matchup, right? Sometimes you play against somebody who has 7 cards in their side.
A lot of Magic sealed pools come down to who has the bombs, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, they stopped printing removal at common, right? Yeah. Like good removal, like terror isn't common anymore. Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Ultra Hoover.
All right, I'll play Blatant Thievery, the Shadows.
Oh, he's mad.
He's mad. I'll play Old Bruno. I'll play Francis. Your turn.
Oh, Francis. Okay, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to show you the power of a fully operational mass mutation Logos here. I'm going to play Daughter of the Draw icon. I am going to Entropic Swirl Francis. Explode, I'll gain 2 amber. I've got this opposition research. Which I'm going to discard to sloppy lab work. So archive a card from my hand, discard a card. So I'll discard this opposition research.
I think Flesh and Blood built a Reinar deck. Did you build Class Constructed or Blitz?
Yeah, I was going to try to play some Class Constructed yesterday, but nobody showed up to the shop. So I draw 1 more because of Daughter up to 7.
I'll say Untamed. I'll play Infighting.
Okay, so it's creatures to the right. Oh no, I played right into it.
You blew it.
I blew it. I forgot all about that.
Mollymock. I will play Witch of the Dawn. You get Francis back. Your turn.
Alright, I will say Saurian. I am going to Defense Initiative, the Galea Tops. Ward, I will Exalt it. He doesn't have any neighbors though. But that's so I can chant of Hubris. Yeah. I'll toss that onto the old witch there. Beware the Ides and Smoke the Mollymock. I draw. And then Galea Tops will fight the Witch of the Dawn. And use this. I'll say check with 6, and it's your turn. I'll draw 1.
You hate the Art of Ascension, but still love the game. I love the original, like first several Ascension sets art, but like after that, I like the Sibi art for Ascension.
It's different, which is not necessarily bad. It reminds me a lot of what's his name? Not Quentin Hoover. Maybe it was Quentin Hoover. There's a Richard Kane Ferguson.
Are you talking about Blitz? Or are you talking about Fab?
Ascension.
Ascension, okay.
Richard Kane Ferguson, Quentin Hoover. There's one other artist from classic Magic, like Ice Age and before, that art style reminds me of. And there's a lot of like polished art these days because it's just digital art, and there's so many digital artists.
I actually grew to like the Flesh and Blood art. I wasn't big on it at first, but like once you start seeing like full art cards and you're like, oh, the art's actually amazing. It's a lot better. That's one of the problems with
Mark Tedden.
With Keyforge
is he Hurloon Minotaur?
All right, I'm gonna play Thundertoe. I do have Exhaust Metal Bruno. I'm gonna Brain Drain you.
Here's my hand.
Okay, we'll just put this on top. I will play Gutspine, and your turn.
Alright, I'll Forge. Anson Maddox. Anson Maddox is another one. He is exhausted. Alright, I'll just say Logos instead of doing anything cool. I'll play Odd Clod, and I'll play Causal Loop. Archiving a card. And it's your turn. I'll draw 4.
Play Unfathomable.
Is Anson Maddox the Primal Living Wall or whatever? Fallen Angel? Yeah, Fallen Angel is really cool.
Play Netcaster. I will reap with Netcaster and exhaust Oddclad.
He's exhausted.
I will play Brain Drain once again.
Okay. All right, dude.
No Hadrons. I'm done.
I'm trying to collide some hadrons over here, man. You're not making it easy for me to find something to do with my hadron.
White border box got Braveforge bracers. Which ones are those? Are those the ones that have an armor token you remove after you're attacking? Is that what I'm thinking of? Or is that, no, those are the boots. Never mind.
The gloves are the ones that I think give a weapon attack +1 or something.
Oh yeah, okay. The next weapon attack if you hit with a weapon.
Cornison, Octavia.
It's been like a month since we played. No, it's been like 2 months since we played.
Galea Tops is going to fight Guiltspine. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Okay, I'll play Unfathomable. I'm going to play this Seabringer Krakoa. I'm going to play this Deep Priest Glebe. And after you play an Open Creature, you exhaust an Open Creature. I will exhaust the Cornison. I will reap with the Guiltspine and exhaust Oddclad. Your turn.
Check with 6.
Check with 6.
All right, I am going to put my archives into my hand and say Star Alliance. I am going to survey. I'll do the damage to old Bruno there. Smoke him. Look at the top 2 and discard 1. Oh, well. Discard this Curiosaurus, which I think could get some stuff going. I am going to Hadron Collision the Guiltspine and draw.
There's always sorcery coming up in November-ish. Just looking to pick up new games. We'll probably do a sorcery stream somewhat soon.
Quintrino, Oddclad, and Seabringer.
Okay, I raise the time.
Yeah, we had a pretty good Flesh and Blood group at the store, and then I think they all got jobs, or went back to school or something.
Got jobs.
Yeah.
What a scam.
Yeah. Giving their labor to somebody else. We'll pretend like I subdued one of your creatures before I killed them all. I am going to play Subject Kirby, who's going to let me play this Q-Mex. I'll do a damage to this Galea Tops and draw. And then I've got this Secura droid, which I guess I'll just slap on this Galea Tops. And it is your turn. I'll draw 2.
A Forge.
Fab players unemployed.
I don't know how you can afford to play Fab if you want the job.
I believe there is a non-zero percentage of Fab players, and I'm going to use the players loosely here. I believe there's a non-zero percentage of Fab players who are probably looking for a job to cover their crypto losses.
I don't know that those players.
So,
yeah, they were not players, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to play Shadows. I'll play Francis. I will Cement Shoes onto the Kirby.
Dead.
Capture. I will play Sea Urchin and Steel. I will play Hobnobber. And then I'll deploy a little Nymph right here. Your turn.
Sea Urchin.
Saw MetaZoo back to Walmart. I forgot the game existed. Please don't talk about MetaZoo.
Yeah.
Speaking of NFT-based games.
Yeah. And games that have actual terrible art.
Like legit the worst art I've ever seen in a game that's ever released publicly.
My apologies to the artists, but yeah. Yeah, MetaZoo, I don't know. All right, guess for sale, Logos. I'm gonna reap with the Q-Mex.
Yeah, you can Google it. It's pretty bad. Babs started to lose the game. The game was too tough to do as a casual game. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I think that may be some of the issues that I've struggled with. I've taught a lot of people how to play the game, and I try to run drafts. I think drafts and commoner are both pretty good to get people past that that initial CC shock, right? Because you tell somebody, yeah, my CC deck is like $750, and they're like, but you're like, yeah, or you could buy a commoner deck and probably get about 75% of the fun that Flesh and Blood is for $5. So I think that game is really good for draft too, quite a bit. All right, I'm just gonna Krazap, I think, because this solves my problem of you having too many idiots on the board. QMax goes to there. This all dies. I do get a chain. I am gonna discard. Actually, doesn't. I'm gonna causal loop, and then play Torado. And it is your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 3.
I'll play Untamed. I will play All Tied Up.
Friend from Dice Masters Deep into Fab.
Get 2. I'll play Witch of the Dawn. I'll get
a Witch of the Dawn.
A Witch of the Dawn. I'll play Witch of the Dawn. I'll get this Molly Mock. I'll play
Muppet Babies.
Your turn. It looks much worse than Muppet Babies. Why would you say something mean about Muppet Babies like that?
I'm gonna put my archives in my hand and say logos for the turn. I'm gonna reap with Professor Torado and draw. Okay, I will play QMax and do a damage to a Witch of the Dawn and draw. I'll play Fission Bloom. I will BDQ QMax and the Mollymawk. I am going to causal loop. What am I causal looping? I feel like I'm just spinning my wheels this game. This thing.
I think that's the deck's problem.
It's a classic trap Keyforge deck where you're very active and you do interact a decent amount.
Nothing's happening,
but you're not actually getting anything done.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I'll say Unfathomable. I will Reclusel's Chant. Exhaust everything. I will play Echo Pearl. I will play Portal with a capture. Archived. And I'll play Fuguru. Check us out.
Alright, I am going to say...
Card game called Overpower. We haven't played Overpower on stream. I've actually never played it.
Yeah, I do know Overpower. Overpower is very much a first generation card game because it's not super complicated. You've got just a couple of stats. I remember learning Overpower in 97 and going, I don't think I like this game. And I wanted to play every card game. Every card game. And Overpower was one of the few ones that I never actually wanted to play. All right, I'm going to play Theros Centurion, who's going to capture one. Sagittarius Gaze. I'm going to shoot Fuguru, and then I'm going to exalt the Witch. And then I've got this Axiom, which doesn't actually kill a creature, so I'm going to discard it. And it's your turn, I'll draw 4.
Forge. I'll say Shadows. I will mug this Witch of the Dawn.
The art was really good because it came from the era of the Marvel trading card, right? So a lot of that was recycled, I believe. You may have to look that up. I may just be talking to my ass there, but it was that's why Guardians, which we have played. I don't know if you've seen our thing on Guardians, but Guardians was in that same era where they were trying to make a trading, something you bought for the art that was also a game attached to it. A Dark Age, I think, is a pretty good example of that. A game that's like okay, but incredible art.
The art is what made it get another game.
Yeah. Right? Guardians, on the other hand, is a game that has incredible art and actually has a cool game attached to it as well. So
I'll play Jaguar when I will sack up coins for 3. I'll just put 3 here. And I'm going to Echo Pearl the Theros Centurion.
Okay. Stunned, exhausted, enraged.
Yeah. Your turn.
All right. I am going to put my archives into my hand, and I will say
Guardians was the Babes card game, yeah.
Yes.
The Babes card.
I am going to play Q-Mex. I will finish off the Witch, and I'll draw.
That was my problem with the Babes card, is that it wasn't inclusive enough, and there was only ladies on it.
Yeah.
Now, if you had some himbos on there, then we're talking. Some different body types. Let's go.
I am going to Fission Bloom Discombobulator.
But the year was 1995, so we can't do that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a BDQ. Well, I'll just rip it. I'll reap with Tirado.
Okay.
We'll just draw it. I did blip it, right? Yeah.
Yep. He was saying bloom the damage.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
They didn't know you had Discombobulator, so.
Sorry, catching up with chat.
Tomorrow, Logan stream. We're gonna play Northgard, the Viking area control
Based on a video game.
deck building game.
Draw.
It's like based on a video game, right? It's the same name.
Go ahead.
It looks to me
Check
it's
with
like
eight.
it's like Arnak but super competitive. I would say that's the closest thing.
Yeah, I think that's a good.
All right, I will say Untamed. Play Eureka.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I wonder if I pick this up. You know this is a portal, but like if I pick this up, it's one less chance for an Untamed card to get archived. So I think I'm gonna pick it up. I will play Way of the Pixie on this Witch. I will play Old Patty. I'll Reap with the Witch. And
I will Forge.
check with
I have to hit something. Yeah, I basically just have to hit something. I will say Star Alliance and put my archives into my hand. And I am going to play Lay of the Land. I think one major problem is the Star Alliance in this deck cannot stop a key.
And it just like plays some cards most of the time.
Yeah. So I'll put that back like that.
It's not necessarily even generating Amber. Is the stats of a deck really valid to know its strength, or if you know how to pilot it right, doesn't matter the value of the stats? Well,
It's a great question.
SAS is not necessarily an indicator of strength.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah. Now, there's information contained within a SAS value that is very valuable. I think one of the most valuable stats is expected amber. How much amber you can expect if you play every card in your deck, right? That's a very useful thing. If I play all 36 cards and I expect 23 amber, that's enough amber to actually win the game by just playing cards, right? Creature control is another very valuable information. Another thing was artifact removal. So like those numbers all matter. They all tell you something about a deck. SAS takes those numbers, smashes those together, and then staples on some synergies. The synergies are numbers that are kind of defined by a human. And so there is logic behind it, and it was refined, but I don't know the last time SAS was updated.
It's been more than a year, I think.
Yeah, so I don't think it's been updated since the hiatus. Yeah. So
it was on hold before the hiatus, I think.
Yeah, so yeah. So
quite a long time.
So keep that in mind. SAS hasn't been touched in more than a year, and SAS does not do a good job of necessarily telling you how two decks are going to match up. Right? You could play a 73 SAS deck versus like a 85 SAS deck, and the 73 SAS deck could be favored in that matchup.
I mean, we've had 55s beat 70 pluses, right? Well, many times. So
right. And SAS isn't even like a good indicator. Like if you have a 55 SAS deck versus an 83 SAS deck, SAS doesn't tell you what like the win percentage should be. Right. So.
Did you lose?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Because I will never admit defeat. Mm-hmm. I will simply keep you hostage here. I am going to play subject Kirby. Actually I lose because I needed both subject Kirby so that I could play the Starry Egg and this Faust. I don't have a way to capture another Amber. I just make it go to 8. Oh well, that's game. Yeah, so we've spent God knows how many hours talking about SAS on this channel over the years, and I think this goes back to the previous conversation of people struggling to process Keyforge as a card game, because all existing knowledge before Keyforge was based off of games where you built decks. Yeah. Right.
And you could like actually grind out win rates versus matchups.
So you could play a matchup to know, hey, Valakut is the best deck in this format, or hey, Cawblade is an insane deck, or whatever it may be. I can only make dated Magic references because I don't keep up with it regularly, but that's the hurdle and the struggle with Keyforge, is that players approaching the game want to approach it from a way where they can actually understand the game, and the reality is that no single person on Earth can ever understand every possible Keyforge matchup that exists. It's just not feasible, right? So it's kind of like struggling with like your own mortality, right? Like it's this concept that's just so much bigger than you. You can't actually do it, right? So
basically, if you want to be the best Keyforge player, you can just play what you got. Play your decks. If you play your deck 10 times and you lose all 10 games and you can't, and you think that it's just trash and there's no way to improve upon it, there you go. You've learned your lesson. But also, like, the more you play your deck, the more you'll learn, like, what does that deck need to do to win? Yeah. And there might be very, like, non-standard plays you'll end up having to make, and that will make you a better Keyforge player because you'll learn when to make those plays during, like, normal games.
Well,
you'll
find games. The thing is while every matchup is unique, board situations will be similar, right? I think that's why, given a year or so that the competitive scene you had players emerge. In your opinion, how many meta deck types are there at the very top of the competitive?
I don't know that we're actually the people to answer that.
Yeah, we're not the TCO grinders, right? Yeah. The KFPL, A lot of people who play in those leagues all have like decks that are kind of like what they're notorious.
Ask Karen B that question.
Yeah,
she's doing all those tournaments in the KFPL and stuff. So,
but yeah, I mean, like the thing is like the very good decks in Keyforge are very, very fast and they're very consistent. So they all kind of play similarly, right? They feel unfair unless they're playing against another unfair deck. So now the thing is, I think you can win a Vault Tour with a deck that is lower quality than you might think, just because every player can only bring one deck there, right? So yeah, exactly.
Well, not never.
Yeah, well, that's true. Not never, but never. It's very unlikely. I mean, there are decks that exist that have close to I win buttons when they press them.
Like how many decks?
But are inconsistent.
How many decks do we have to open and play against Light Tasker before it loses, right?
Yeah.
I think it depends on the set. I think like Mass Mutation and Dark Tidings would be more likely to beat Light Tasker within like one box, right?
I think Mass Mutations, yes. I think Dark Tidings would struggle with it.
Dark Tidings would struggle?
But I think you could run nearly an infinite number of Coda decks into Light Tasker until you hit something insane that could actually beat it, just because of how well it matches up against Coda. 28. You rolled a 30-something, so I think you're first. All right, this is the Sins deck. Okay.
This deck pretty sweet, but it loses a lot. But it's pretty sweet.
But it's dope.
But it's dope though.
But man, it loses. But it can't win. But it's fun.
Get your bets out quickly. Get your bets out.
We never owned a Sins deck either. Technically, this is a borrowed.
Yeah.
So
get your bets out.
Or shards. Shards were less remarkable.
Yeah, they were not. I forgot they existed. That's how. That's how
shards were a lot less remarkable.
There was like
they were cool. They were cool.
It was an interesting idea. They were cool. They could have been pushed a little harder.
Yeah, their shards are probably the four horsemen of AOA. Where it's like, yeah, if they're out and they're doing stuff, you're probably winning, but you were probably going to win that anyway because your opponent never stopped you from doing the stuff with them. So.
Bob
Bookton. All right, gonna say Untamed. I'm gonna Cauldron Boil. And then Murmook, Blast Bob Bookton. And then play Deepwood Druid. And it's your turn. Draw 3. Go ahead.
Damn. I'll say logos. I'll play Auto Encoder, Research Smoko, Infomorph, Rocket Boots. I wanted Rocket Boots for Bob Bookton.
That would have been dope. That would have been cool.
That would have been pretty fun.
That would have been cool. Four Horsemen looked cool. They do look cool. They look dope as hell. Alright, I'm drawing 6 this turn. Playing United Action. Star Alliance. Playing Morpheus. Playing Gray. Trigger once. Trains Gizmos. Trigger twice. Seismic Entangler. And then I'm going to play Song of the Wild. It doesn't do anything. And it's your turn. I will draw 6.
I'll say Shadows. I will... Booby Trap.
He's dead.
He's very dead. I will play the Shadow Smith. Play...
Which variant do we like? I really like Sealed. Adaptive is really cool.
Play Grey Rider.
I've played a fair amount of Adaptive.
Play Grey.
Okay.
Archive the top. I'm done.
I've played quite a bit of Adaptive. I haven't really gotten to play a whole lot of Triad, but I also like Survival as a concept. I think of those, probably Adaptive. Stormstrong would agree. But yeah, I think I think adaptive is how you find the actual best Keyforge player in the world, right? I think that's the only way to.
Adaptive is his own like type of skill, right?
Yeah. If Keyforge were bigger, there would be like the organized mafia would put a hit out on somebody who had a deck, right?
Yeah.
You know, like it's like see that pink gizmo or whatever the deck is that it's Dom from Coda that Dunkaro won multiple fall tours. Yeah, Pink Fraud, that's the one. Pink Fraud. Like, see that Pink Fraud never makes it to the table again. You know, and you're like on your way to your tournament, like, oh, I'm gonna have fun. It's two guys with like mini bats just like take out your knees and they just toss the deck into a gutter
with the bat.
Yeah, they smash the deck box open with a baseball bat. What am I doing here? I guess alright, I'll say the Logos. I'll play Seismo, Tangler, Strange Gizmo. Sanitation Engineer. Let's put on that side. And then 2 Cutthroat Researches. This is the deck I think that struggles with Amber Control. Struggles. Draw 3. Go ahead.
Say Shadows, I'll play Rad Penny.
My god.
I'll play Nasp. I will Reap with Shadowsmith. I will Reap with Grey Rider. I will Ready and Fight with Infomorph on Murmook. Rip Rocket Boots. I'm done. Untame Eureka followed by Shadow's Greater. Yeah, I got the
you got the sweet ones. I did draft decks based off a sweetness factor, and Justin was like, "No, I want to draft decks that are unfun." So I am going to say Untamed. I will Unnatural Selection. This is just going to kill the Great Rider. I'll choose those 3. I'll play Tentadlin. I am reaping with Deepwood Druid. I'm playing Nature's Call. I'm mounting the Shadowsmith and the Mace's Asp and my Deepwood Druid. I'll replay the Deepwood Druid. Have fun junking up your hand, jerk. And your turn. I will draw 3.
Alright, I'll say Shadows. I'll play the Pinstrider.
No.
And draw. I'll play Asp, Shadowsmith, Reap. Done.
You know I can't stop Amber.
End of turn. Explodes. Pince. You didn't get Amber for Nature's Call?
I think you're correct. Did you want to stop the key? Did you want to play the stuff and shrink?
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Explode.
Yeah.
Everything dies. I know what you've got. You've got the Sin somewhere.
Somewhere. You've worked that key.
Oh yeah. Flip this. I am going to play Logos. Oh, Telltale Vapors. There we go. That's how you play Telltale Vapors. You draw Logos cards. We'll slam that there. I'll Positron Bolts and then play Daughter. And I'll draw 3. It's your turn.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. This deck, it don't stop keys.
I'll say Logos. I will Mind Over Matter, put the Daughter in Archive. I'll play Diametric Charge. I will play Titan Engineer. Your turn.
I've got a question. Where are your damn creatures?
Yeah.
I am going to say, I'm going to say Untamed. I'm going to play Molfin and Flaxia. And it is your turn. I'll draw one.
I'll say Dis. I'll pick up the Archive. I will play Brabble. I'll play Implosion for the Brabble and the Molfin. Blown up 1 Amber.
Gone.
Play Gluttony. He exalts.
Okay.
Reach Friendly Sin. I'll play Desire, and I'll play Dragon. Your turn.
I am going to say Star Alliance. Red Alert.
For 3.
I'm gonna play Special Agent Fingies. I'm gonna play Medic Ingram. I guess she'll ward herself. I guess. I am gonna stealth mode though. And then I am gonna zap. And I've got 1, 2, a 3, a 4. So let's go 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. Alright, and it's your turn. I'll draw 5.
Okay.
There's second Ollie's Dump. I have not seen one. I am a Ollie's enjoyer. I go by Ollie's quite often. Because the first time I went there, I found a bunch of AOA, I found some Wars card game, Wars TCG, I found some Highlander the card game, and every time I've been back to Ollie's since, it's fucking sucked. But because of the time I went where I got that sweet haul, all those old TCGs, I find myself going right back there, so.
Say, Logos.
I can't quit you, Ollie's.
Even I have an Odd Claw, discard Lethalogica, Titan Engineer, roll, read. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Star Alliance. I'll discard this Red Alert. I'm going to play Helmsman Spears. I'm going to play Medic Ingram, who's going to award. Got some B-tier board games. Yeah, so there's actually been a decent number of board games. There was like this Warhammer Age of Sigmar tower defense game called like Anvilmar, but it was like $25. And I'm going to always, I'm not spending more than $10 on something, right? So I am going to reap with Medic Ingram and ward Helmsman Spears. You bought that for like $10? Okay. Yeah, so I think they did, right? They eventually got to mark it down. I guess Special Agent Fingies is going to steal one from you.
What random person going to Ollie's is going to buy that for $25, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who. Ronnie, go ahead.
All right.
But yeah, it may not be a good game, but I would try any board game if it were like $10. So they've had like some other random board games there, but it was like there was a Captain Sonar, which is a great game, but it is like 8 players.
The Shadows. Play Secret Needle. Play Rad Penny.
Yeah.
Play Gamgee. Play Booby Trap.
Gamgee's down there hanging out. He's hiding.
Yeah.
He's hiding.
Your turn.
All right, we're gonna say Logos, and I'm gonna put my archive into my hand. I am gonna information exchange. Thanks, jerk. I am going to thorium plasmate. I'll move Odd Claude to here. He'll take 4. And then I'm going to twin bolt. Blast those 2. And then I'm going to play Babbling Bibliophile and Daughter. I'll say check with like 10. Draw 1. I'll shuffle and draw 3 more. Oh, Dave's here. What's up, Dave? Got some Fool Me or Not mech minis. Was that at Ollie's? Captain Sonar. Yeah, Captain Sonar is a blast. What's the best house? It's Logos. Every set is Logos. Is the easy answer.
Yeah, it's probably the easy answer. I'll say
Costa Rica. Yeah, so I saw Costa Rica there. I did see that, but I never picked it up. So
I'll play Gateway.
I agree with that, Captain Sonar. And if you get into submarine RP, let me tell you right there.
I'm getting some submarine RP.
Yeah, that was because I remember I was the captain on the ship, right? So I was the one giving the orders. So I got to do the sweet Wrath of Khan fire.
All mine fire.
Yeah, I click on watch VOD. Saw it on the sign you guys were lying.
Wow.
Once.
What luck?
Oh, how dare you?
Boom. I'll play Cinder, Pride, and Greed.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna draw a bunch.
I'll drop a chain, drop a 7.
Alright, so I will forge. On submarine, yeah. Well, so the because you could drop depth charges, and we dropped one. The one time I played Captain Sonar, we dropped one, and we were like sounding out like where they were because of the grid that you've got. And I was like working with the radio operator, and I was like, "We've got hold." And the radio operator's like, "Sir, I think they're there." I was like, "Fire the depth charge!" We like triggered the depth charge, and we like blew up the other sub.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's so. Oh man, I love some Captain Sonar. It's close to, honestly, you remember that, what's it, the Artemis, the Star Trek
the
simulator. It's like a VR simulator, and it's been at Gen Con before, because they set up like 2 rooms, because it's supposed to be like a Star Trek ship battle where you've got like a captain, you've got weapons and security and stuff like that, and so everybody's like doing their job, right? It's supposed to simulate like those naval battles, where not everyone can run to every part of the ship, right? It's not a dogfight like X-wing battles are, right? It's the classic World War II naval battle kind of thing.
Basically, like find them first.
Yeah, you got to find them,
position on them.
Yeah, because you can get into nebulas and stuff like that. Anyway, it's very similar to that, where it's like everybody's got their job. If everybody's bought in, then it's a lot of fun. So. If
you watch our Decorum stream Wednesday, you know we love RPing while we play video games.
True. I have to do like some wacky stuff here. I have to say this does not do what I think it does in the slightest. I'm about to get outvalued. Well, but what if crash? No. What if I just like okay, I'm gonna say Star Alliance. I'm gonna play Red alert. I'm gonna discard special agent Fingies. I'm gonna play Molina. And then I'm gonna reap with Medic Ingram. I will ward Medic Ingram. And it's your turn. I'll draw 3.
Okay. So Shadows, I'm gonna play Secret Needle, Rad Penny,
My god.
Steel.
I hate her. Tell her I hate
I'm
her.
gonna play this Johnny Longfingers. I'm gonna Secret Needle my Rad Penny,
Johnny Longfingies.
and then steal one.
There's been a lot of harm done to Fingies this
And then
game.
shuffle. And then Perplexing Sophistry.
Gross.
And I draw a card.
If you could just hit like that's fine. I accept that.
Play Rad Penny.
My god.
I'm done.
Tell her I hate her.
Check with 8. Drop a chain and draw 4.
Tell her I hate her. Logos. Tau. Those are not cards that do something here. I am gonna Thorium Plasmate Johnny Longfingies where he is.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna Twin Bolt and Smoke Longfingers and Greed. You'll steal one because stupid Mr. Fingers. But I will Cutthroat Research. So give me these. Give me this. And it is your turn. I will draw 3. You will forge. Archive from Tau, that's correct. This was in.
I'm gonna play Disc.
Finglongers from Futurama.
The Finglongers. That's pretty funny. I will play
That answers the question of what happened if I had never invented the Finglonger.
Sloth. I'm gonna Reap with Pride. I'm gonna ward each friendly sin.
How dare you?
I'm gonna play Gleeful Mayhem. I will draw. I'll do Shadows, Dis, Star Alliance. I'll play Drecker. I'll discard Gateway. I will.
Appreciate that follow there.
Actually, I can Reap with Cinder first and kill the bad penny instead of
Sure.
doing that thing.
And jeopardizing any of your
Yeah.
creatures.
Yeah. I am done.
Okay. Going to say Untamed. I'll put my archives into my hand. I'm going to play Molfen and Printed Murmuk. I'm going to Unnatural Selection. I am going to choose, I guess these 3. Get out of here, Dragger. And then I'll Cauldron Boil and boiling up the Pride there. And it's your turn. I'll say check with 7 and I'll draw 3.
I might lose here. I'll say Logos. I'll Lithologica. For Mind Over Matter.
Molfen.
Yep. Can't. So I have Titan Engineer. So I can basically just make you pay 7. Because I can Mind Over Matter and I can play Engineer and some stuff, but that's it.
But you can't stop. Okay.
Can't stop it. Can't stop it. This deck's
Classic.
it's its theme.
It's very impressive looking, but
Yeah. Still fun. Still have a good time playing every time.
a Gravitron Sins
Gravitron
jar.
Sins Jar. That'll be pretty sweet. It'll be totally sweet. Okay. Game 4. Time.
We may have one. It's just buried in the piles of unopened
Yeah, do have 200
mass
mass mutation
mutations.
decks, yeah.
Buried in the piles of unopened mass mutation decks.
Bet's going up now. New bet on the table. Pepper versus Ripper.
God. 05 Pepper.
Yeah.
Oh, this deck is bad.
It's pretty bad.
This deck is bad. Appreciate it.
Elias, thank you.
Alias.
No, I love Jack Feet, man. It's so fun.
I guess Jack Feet is a cool deck. It is really, really fun.
I know it tilted you a lot when playing against it. Yeah.
Well, it's specifically playing Conphage.
Yeah.
Right. Specifically playing Conphage.
Aya's pretty good too. Yeah, maybe. But it could also pay off.
But it might not.
But it might not.
However, there's a chance.
Anything could happen.
But also, there's a chance nothing happens.
That's why the term "any given Sunday" came from, because on any given Sunday there's going to be a TTR stream, and then any Keyforge deck could win on that Sunday.
We invented the term "any given Sunday" in fall, winter of 2018.
Yep, it has not been spoken before that.
Yeah, there's no record of it.
$38.
14. I think due to the nature of mass mutations, I think mass mutations is far more likely to output the statistical anomaly decks, right? Wait, who won that roll?
I did. I'm not looking.
I'm going second.
Yes.
I'm keeping. It's kind of crazy. They just let you on the internet where you can just say whatever you want. Right?
It is crazy.
Somebody should do something about that.
I will play this. Ugh. I'll play Bingle.
Bingo. Alright, I'm going to play Untamed. I'm going to play Pampaka Jaga. And Flaxia. Ha! And then Regrowth. And then I'll draw 3.
I'll say Brobnar. Reap with Bingle. Do I even play the Brobnar? I don't play the Brobnar. Just kidding.
You're just joking.
Actually, I'm not JKing.
Take it back. Take backsies to take backsies. Will this be the ultimate value bet? I think there's probably been better value bets in the history of the channel. Because I think back when we were doing Tournament Champions, there's just more amber flying around in general.
I'm going to say...
Now you only get to bet once a week. Unless we do something wacky.
Yeah, I'll say Brobnar. It's fine. I'll Reap with Bingle. I'll play Ganger Chieftain. I'll fight Panpaka. I'll discard Friend's Stockpile. Your turn.
Alright, I'm saying Mars. I didn't realize I had 2 of these in my hand. I'm gonna sandbag it. I'll play Combat Pheromones. I'm gonna play Collector Worm. I'm gonna play Amber Conduction Unit. So I'll play Collector Worm. I'll play Amber Conduction Unit. Why can you have 2 of them? And your turn. I'll draw 5.
That's so stupid, yeah. I hate that card so much. I'll say Dis.
The card should have an Amber Pip.
Hysteria.
That card should have an Amber Pip. That's what I'm saying.
Hysteria. I'll play 3 Fates. That card definitely should. I'll play Tourette. It should have a different text box. Your turn. It does improve consistency. The consistency of getting an artifact on the table that doesn't impact the game very much. You got to have it.
Alright, I'm gonna say Mars plays collector rooms. Go ahead.
I'll say Brobnar.
Worming my way.
I will play Foozle, play Ganger Chieftain, fight the Shockworm.
Yeah.
I will Tremor those worms.
They're not going anywhere.
Your turn.
Alright, saying Shadows, you played right into the Sucker Punch. Archived. I'm gonna play Dusk Chronicles. Archive something else. This garbage. And I'm playing my old buddy Ronnie. That's right. Drawing 4. It's your turn.
Sanctum. Healing Blast.
Blast.
Prince Derek. Abade. Blinding Light for Shadows.
Hey, could I use my creatures?
There's gonna be a lot of stun tokens flying around this game. Your turn.
Would you let me use my creatures?
Nope.
Would you kindly? Alright, gonna say Shadows? Yeah, we're saying Shadows. Putting the archive, then I want to throw the Sucker Punch away. I don't. Guess who's back? Alright. And then I will Dusk Chronicles again. And I'm archiving this. And then... Oh, not that. Not you. You. And I'll combat Pheromones and unstun the Collector Worms. And then I'll unstun Ronnie. And it is your turn. I'll say check the 7. I'll draw 4.
Say Sanctum. I'll play Duma.
Use 2 Mars cards.
I will free markets for 3.
Okay.
I will Blinding Light for Mars.
How dare you? They're words. They don't have eyes. This doesn't make sense.
I Reap with Derek.
The Trimmer should have readied them.
Reap with
They're underground.
I don't know. Tremor may be worse for them. Unless they're creating the Tremor, like the movie Tremors. Your turn.
Alright, so I do Forge, though.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Am I a Shadows gamer? I think I just might be. I'm a Shadows gamer. The thing is, the game was rigged from the start. Two. Night Forge. Man, I had all kinds of opportunities in Night Forge tonight.
Can't stop Night Forging.
This is feeling like a reap for some. I'll reap twice. And then this Ronnie's gonna fight Duma. And I'll Throwing Stars. I'll do 1 to Duma, Foozle, and Ganger, but they'll heal when she dies. So.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll get one for the throwing stars. Okay. Now I'll say check with 7, and it's your turn. I will draw 2.
I'll forge. Play this. I'll play 2 libraries.
Dude was a cool card.
Play Schuler.
Hey.
Play Aimbrand. Play Ortanu. This is binding. And I'm done.
I let you draw those cards.
I got crappy cards.
I let you draw those cards because I wanted you to play 3 creatures.
Oh, okay, I see.
So that I could life web you.
I see.
But now I don't get to do that. Alright, going to say Untamed. I'll put my archives into my hand. I am going to play Life Web. I'm going to play Anpaka and then call Grove Keeper. And no, okay, Tatadlin, Grove Keeper. Dusk Witch. My turn is ended. Grove Keeper, +1/+1, and then all this untaps.
Alright.
And it's your turn, draw 2.
I'll say Brobnar. I will play Sound the Horns. For Foozle. I'll fight the Grove Keeper. I'll Reap with Foozle. He's super stunned. He's stunned 3 times on this board. I will...
Hyper stunned.
I will Coward's End.
Okay.
You get that.
That's everything. Wait, that's all creatures.
There's a couple non-cowards. Someone got slapped with Orkanu Bindings. I'll play Foozle, Dolgum Avalanche, Bingle. Your turn. Check with 6.
Here's the question. I guess I do this thing. I'll say Mars, I'll Shatterstorm. I think that's a fine time to do it. I'll Tixel Beambuckler, Smash Bilgum. I'll play Dominator. It's already stunned. And I'll play Collector Worm. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Alright, I'll say Sanctum. I'll unstun Derek. I will Blinding Light for Mars.
Oh my god.
Stun him up. I'll play Ruthias. I'll play Equalize. Your turn.
Alright, gonna say Shadows. I'm gonna Sucker Punch the Gengar. Gonna play Yancey. And then I got Lights Out. I think I balanced Foozle and Ruthias. Alright, that's my turn. I'll draw this and shuffle and draw. You know why I'm doing so well with this deck? It's because the last card in my deck was the Killzord.
Didn't have to deal with that.
I didn't have to give myself chains by fighting.
Alright. I will play this.
Here, what's that?
Regidal, Schuler, Scullion. We'll kill Schuler. I'll play Ortani's Binding. I'll ship the Scullion. Then I'll use the library twice. Dark Eye some cards. Your turn.
Where would you say your Ortanu is?
You milled it with the...
Oh, the Wretched. Sorry, the Rigged Lottery.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guess I'm gonna say Untamed. Dude, if the Untamed in this deck was competent, this deck would be something. But it's not. Alright, I'm gonna play Marmo Swarm. What if creatures were big? And then I am going to play a Grove Keeper and a Grove Keeper and a Dusk Witch. Okay. Ending my turn, and then I will begin distributing +1 counters.
Don't even bother.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna reach with Scullion. I will 3 Fates.
Okay, so it's 9,
9, 7, and then my choice of 5s.
This is 6.
That's 6, so that would get it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna play Hysteria.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna use these libraries. And I'm done.
Alright, my turn. I'm gonna discard Dusk Witch. I'm gonna say Untamed. Discard Dusk Witch, and then regrowth Dusk Witch. So that way I don't have to regrowth for these other houses of creatures that never get played. We're playing Fang House. And Grove Keeper, and Grove Keeper, and Marmo Swarm, and Tentadlin, and then Dusk Witch again. And it's your turn. Now I'm gonna grab my +1/+1 counters if you don't mind.
I don't even bother. I'm gonna pick up the archive. I'm gonna say Brobnar. I'm gonna play Coward's End.
Nope, they're all dead again.
I'm gonna play Sound the Horns.
Oh me. Oh my.
I'm gonna play Foozle and Bingle and Belgium. I am done.
A Bingle and a Bingle and a Belgium and a Foozle.
Good. Yes, I do.
Alright, gonna say Mars. Here comes Combat Pheromones. Just in time for him to get stunned.
The Dr. Seuss rhyme, yeah.
We're gonna play Tixel Beam Buckler and shoot Bingle.
Poor Bingle.
Bingle! Bingle's clearly the victim here tonight. And not poor collector worms. Just because they challenge your notion of sentient creature. We're gonna play Yiffiz No Drone. I am actually gonna archive a card and then purge an archive card. So I'm gonna purge this Killzord. And I'm stunning a Foozle. And it is your turn. I will draw 5.
I forward, everything takes 2.
Yeah. You can barely hurt my Martians.
I'll say Sanctum. Play Gorm. Play Berthias. Play Prince Derek. I will gain 3.
You will gain nothing.
Oh, it's creatures. Damn. I'll play Duma. I'm done.
Alright, I am going to say Shadows. I'll put
I have Gorm. I'm gorming the
Fair
relevant thing. Yeah.
No. These have been in play forever. Well, Judge, I think you would have preferred to get this. All right, I am gonna say Shadows. I'm gonna Sucker Punch. We'll Sucker Punch Duma. I am going to throwing stars. It doesn't.
Did I just play Gorm? You're right.
Oh, okay.
Put it back.
All right. It's trying to get me.
I looked down. I was like, I had untapped Gorm. What the heck?
Throwing stars, Duma.
The old throwing stars Duma trick.
Yep.
Where you want the other damage?
It doesn't matter. They're healed.
Oh yeah.
Because Duma died. I am going to Dusk Chronicles. We're gonna archive a card. Thinking that one's a good call. I am going to Combat Pheromones. I'm gonna choose these two. They're gonna reap. You ready? You ready, chat? You ready? Nightforge.
Oh no. Damn.
Nightforge. It's that easy.
Jeez.
That's how you do it.
Damn. I got destroyed. That deck's amazing.
It's so good.
Wow.
I can't imagine a scenario in which this deck would lose.
Love it. There was like more bets on. Oh, okay, never mind. Good job, whoever bet on Nathan. Nightforge won the Gen Con 2019 sealed Vault Tour. There you go.
Oh. Nightforge is fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's an out.
Yeah.
Right? Like, Nightforge is an out.
And it gives you an amber like Key of Darkness.
Yeah, or even Keyforge, right?
Yeah.
Key charge. Yeah, sorry, Key Charge.
Final match of the night. Starting the bets here soon.
I am on Maven versus the 5-1 Durable.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You got it.
The deck's
Come on, Maven.
sturdy.
You can do it. You can do it, Maven.
The deck is too sturdy.
I believe in you,
Durable's in the lead, right?
It is. I don't think there's any other deck in any of the pods is got a 5-1 or.
No, Confage would absolutely take a Nightforge.
Oh yeah.
If Confage had a key cheat, Confage moves into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
Confage had a Might Make Right. Nightforge. Key of Darkness is +6, right?
Yes.
I might even take a Key of Darkness.
Just in case. I mean, it's something.
But Nightforge is better than Key of Darkness.
Yeah. Get your bets out.
The thing about Confage is it has that one containment field, which could have been a Key Abduction, it could have been a Hypno Beam, it could have been a Destroy Them All, it could have been any number of things, but instead it's a containment field. Confage has 2 Mars first. That's why it's so good. It's very consistent. A 3rd Mars first. I'm not asking for a lot.
I mean, it'd be like okay.
It would take more Mars first.
It would be insane, yeah.
Well, that's the thing about it, is it would take more because the stupid guy who archives. Compod, was Compod printed in AOA? I don't know that it was.
70.
60.
Are you in the money now, Fudgenator? Wow.
Quixel Proliferator, that one.
Yeah. You rolled a 16?
I rolled a 68.
68, okay.
And you rolled a 70?
17.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Yeah. Mars First is an incredible card.
Okay.
All right, I'm going first?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going first?
Yep.
Jericho. And then 1 card from the not active house. Gleatops, go ahead. Draw 1.
Say Star Alliance. I'm gonna access denied Jericho. I'm gonna subdue the Gleatops. Gonna play Lieutenant Commander Shrigan, Subject Kirby. Subject Kirby's gonna only play the Vault Keeper. Your turn.
Alright, I am gonna say Sanctum. I'm gonna Radiant Truth.
Damage.
I have not yet decided. It's the Vault Keeper.
Okay.
I am going to play Salvador shooting the Vault Keeper. And then I'm going to use Jericho to Hadron Collision the Vault Keeper. And then I'm going to play the Gizzleheart Zealots. We'll capture onto Galeatops. And then it's going to kill Kirby. And it's no longer enraged. Alright, it's your turn. I will draw 4.
Okay, I'll say Star Alliance, I'll unstun the Trigun. I will play Transporter Platform, and I'll play New Frontiers and say Logos. Wonderful.
Infomorph.
They're discarded, right? Alright, your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Sanctum again. I'll play Esquire Alice. Jericho is going to play a Lyco alien for me. And then I'm going to play another Squire Alice. Then I'm going to Burning Glare and stun Lieutenant Commander Trigon there. And then I think I just reap twice with these fillers. And it is your turn.
I don't really know. I haven't played much on TCO.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. I think it's been a year since I've logged into TCO myself. So
I'll say Logos, I'll pick up the archive. I will standardize testing 12s and 2s.
okay, it's all. I put all the amber there.
I'll play Infomorph, I'll play Research Smoko, I will Opposition Research, Capture, and you can't read.
Okay,
Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Saurian, play Gladiodontus, Monument to Faust, Spoils of Battle. Wait, no, capture one. Yeah, that's fine. Gladiodontus. Jericho is playing Scout Pete. We'll get rid of Cyrus Rex. There can be only one ruler. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Alright, I'll say Logos, I'll play Autoencoder. Well, I will discard the Archivist.
Well, I think TCO has always been better if you know your opponent and you're using it as like a testing tool or just like a way to play. If you're in the same Discord call or anything like that, right?
I'll read twice. Your turn.
All right. I am going to say Star Alliance. Lyco Alien is going to fight the Infomorph. Wait, should I Scout Pete first? Look at the top 3. 1 in hand, 1 on bottom, 1 back on top. So, I think it's Lyco, then Scout Pete. Because chances are one of those 3 cards I don't want. Alright, so Lyco is going to fight Infomorph, Skirmish, and then get to look at the top 3. I want all 3! Alright, so 1 in hand, 1 on top, 1 on bottom. Okay, well, I did draw a lay of the land, so that does make it so that I can.
The filtering.
Yeah. Gonna get that Star Alliance filtering going. Okay, we're going like that. And draw. And then we'll reap with Scout Pete, and I'll discard the top cards. Golgotha, I'm sorry, he's awesome. Sorry, chat. Yeah, I know he's
the coolest creature in all of Keyforge. Cool. Golgotha. You discard
the biggest challenge playing online is that nearly everyone who plays in the online event has vastly more experience than I do, so you get stomped all the time. School changed their schedule, so we'll be trying to recruit students to the board game club this year. Yeah.
That's where I donated my games last time. I remember I was talking about trying to find like a youth group or something. I gave it to the USC Upstate, like I gave like a bunch of games. I need to give them games again.
Yeah.
If those were useful to them at all. I did like that was like 4 years ago.
Okay, I'm gonna use Jericho to play Baldric. I'm gonna play Teleporter Chief Tink and Sensor Chief Garcia. Jericho is gonna go beat up the Smoko. And that's my turn.
A lot of creatures over here. A lot of creatures.
Jericho's been alive since turn 1.
Yeah, I know. I was there, turn 1, when she was alive. I'll say Sanctum. I'll pick up the archive. I'll play Commandeer.
How dare you?
Gonna play the Standard. And capture 1. Gonna play Salvador draw, capture. Gonna play Techno Knight.
Did you capture
draw,
Exalt for Standard?
Capture. I did. I did Exalt.
Okay.
I exalted and I captured.
Commandeer is what's captured.
Yeah, yep. I know. I did it. I'm gonna play Smite. But what am I Smite? I just play this stupid Jericho now.
But the quality of creatures is also way better than it was in Coda and AoA, right, Yolker? I think that's part of the problem. Like, if your opponent played like a Mother, it's like, yeah, you kind of wanted to kill it, but they were also drawing an extra card, you know. But if, in the case of, say, something like the Commanders, the big guys, the Mutant combos, Star Alliance.
I'll fight Scout Pete.
Okay, Scout Pete is toast.
Oh, actually, 3 armor. I'm done. Did I capture 1 for that? No, I did not. The 2 splash kills that.
Oh, Tink.
And does this.
Alright, I am going to say Sanctum. Yeah, gonna say Sanctum. Gonna play Bulwark. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm gonna Commandeer. Then play Bulwark. I will capture onto Gladiodontus. I'm gonna Burning Glare while stun Salvador. Gizzleheart's Zealot is going to crash into the Techno Knight. And then
capture for Burning Glare.
Salvador is going to fight the Techno Knight to death. And then Baldric is gonna fight Trigon. He's got armor.
Oh yeah, yeah. You get two though.
Okay. Okay. I will say check with 8, and it is your turn. I will draw.
Say Star Alliance. I'm gonna play Antony. I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna transport platform Antony, play, draw. That was useless. You capture all your stuff though. I'll play Crewman Yorg. I will play Subdue on to
Baldric took damage.
I'm also subduing him.
Okay.
I'm done. You get that.
Okay, I am going to say Star Alliance. I am going to play Scout Pete. That'll stay right there.
This is just classic mass mutation bullshit. The matchup. Yeah. It's just so dumb.
Xeno training.
The amount of capturing.
All going there.
Okay.
Because he's going over there. Here you go. This is yours now.
Great. This game is supposed to be on the sweaty side, I guess. It lost where it was supposed to be. What night of televised keyforging it was meant for. Good luck killing this guy.
Lyco Alien is gonna fight. Antony? I like have to kill him, otherwise you just transport a platform forever. Alright, so look at the top 3. One in hand. Well, I guess it's like this, that, this. Yeah. Alright. Trigon died. He fought Trigon. Oh, he fought Antony.
Yeah.
I'm just JK.
Oh.
I'm JK.
Huh?
Garcia is gonna reap. Hapless Cadet will fight Antony. Destroyed, you lose 3. And it is your turn. I'll say check with like a bunch, and then I'll draw it to you.
The logos. I'll play Mutagenic Serum. I'll play Cyberclone purging the Garcia. I'm sorry, not the Garcia. I'll purge the Jericho.
No!
Gone. And I'll Positron Bolt Garcia.
Okay, 1 to here. How dare you?
I'm done.
Alright, I will forge. This is also classic mass mutations where there was like
Millions of
stop, forge. Okay. So Cyberclone's actually a 5/1, right? Because it gains the armor and power. Alright.
And keywords and traits.
Okay. But not text, important.
Not text.
Alright, gonna say Saurian. Gonna play Monument to Ludo. Gonna play Praefectus Ludo. Gonna play Faust. Don't use Faust. Gonna play 2 Citizen Tricks.
I feel like that deck should be doing better than it is in this tournament. I don't know what happened to it.
I think it got tempoed out.
Yeah, it kind of needs like presence.
It
more
wants
presence.
to. I mean,
I guess if it can't play its guys, it's probably...
It didn't get to use its creatures in one game. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't love mass mutation either.
I think the higher level mass mutation decks are really, really fun, and so you can get a skewed perception of the set by that way.
Like this kind of match,
but
this was like very
mass mutation sealed. I think this is like more common.
Yeah.
This is way more the norm. All right, I'm gonna stomp something out real quick. We're stomping out.
I, for one, am excited for fresh Keyforge developers, designers.
Exalt there, and it is your turn.
Ones that will get paid a living wage, hopefully, unlike the ones at Fantasy Flight.
Yeah,
I will.
Imagine the poor Fantasy Flight developers are just chained to a basement.
Yeah,
but Asmodee people are like, you haven't produced seven chapter packs for Arkham Horror.
I'll say Sanctum. Play Commandeer.
Okay.
I'll play Equalize. I will capture one. And play Opal Knight. Capture one. Destroy even power creatures.
Okay. All right, even 4. Did you want to put that on him? Because Ludo's going to make all that go away.
Yeah. I guess I'll put it on Ludo.
Okay.
Even though he's not dying, but it's better off there.
Yeah. Dead. Yeah. Ah!
I am done.
You like Forge?
Yep. Oof. Yeah, you got.
I will say Star Alliance. It's a real dick move killing my creatures. Star Alliance. I'll play Secura Droid. I'll play Scout Pete in my darkest hour. He rides. He doesn't do anything immediately. Later, go about. Sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. We're gonna Hadron Collision twice there. And then I'll capture onto the secure droid. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
See logos. I will play Effervescent.
I was ready for that a number of times.
Yeah. I'll play Titan Engineer, I'll play Munchling. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, gonna say, gonna say Sanctum.
The cracks in the armor of this deck are being revealed.
Gonna play Commandeer. Gonna Burning Glare. Oh, throw that on secure droid. Burning Glare will stun the Titan Engineer. And I'll Burning Glare and get the Opal Knight.
Yeah, there's a card somewhere under here.
I'm gonna Mantle of the Zealot, the Sakura droid. Who I think takes out the Munchling. And it is your turn, and we'll draw 4.
Okay. I'll say Star Alliance. I'll play Scout Pete. I'll discard it. I'll play Survey. I'll transport. Doesn't matter. None of this matters. I'll transport platform this thing. It's your turn. I'm done. I lose.
Got him. I made a misclick on it.
3-0. Yep. Lost a misclick. Damn it. The stupid interface.
We simulated some TCO gameplay for you there.
If we're this damn interface, this buggy interface,
you could have won that game.
I would have won. If only you hadn't played Jericho at turn 1 and also played every card off Jericho and also played a bunch of creatures and captured all my amber and played
yeah, I
Exile.
I can see exactly how the interface got.
I would have won. If you hadn't killed my Anthony with your creatures that you had on the board,
yeah,
I would have won the game.
Yeah. It's weird that TCO let me have my creatures ready.
And then I was about to win and I misclicked.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you believe this?
Keyforge.
And then I picked my name to win, deleting everyone's amber. Just kidding. Just kidding. JK.
Just JK.
Or JK in here.
Why are you bringing the 80 sass into the casual bracket? Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
There you go. It's Keyforge. That was Keyforge. I'm going to go play Path of Exile.
What was the last game? You won?
Pepper? Yeah. 3-2.
2?
Yeah, I think it was 3-2.
Did I lose 4 games tonight?
Yeah, I think you did. I wasn't going to bring it up.
3-0 there. If Nathan just wouldn't have had forged, if you just didn't forge 3 keys, I had the game in the bag. Yeah. I was going to forge 1 key eventually. All right, we got standing. Let's take a quick look at the standings here.
I think you would have been hard pressed to forge a key.
It was
in like 25 turns that game, just based off of the matchup, right?
You're not wrong. Let's take a look at the bracket here.
You play a game like that with Maven, and you think the deck's invincible, right?
Yeah.
But then you play against somebody who's like can deal with creatures. Yeah.
I'm trying to get it so we're not hidden by the stupid window capture win.
Oh.
Covering our faces.
Versus light test.
Whoa, whoa. There we go. Okay. It is still actually both brackets pretty wide open. I mean, like 5-2, 5-2. So Uberwald moved up to first place now.
Oh, so Lady Rays is the deck on bye this week.
Yeah, Lady Rays.
So Lady Rays actually had a pretty good week here,
That's
right?
a pretty good bye week, yeah.
One of the 5-1s and lost.
This one won.
Yeah, so one of the 5-1s lost, which is good. Yeah, right. That's the kind of thing that you want. Now, I guess Twister made some ground.
Honestly, all these 3 remaining decks are definitely still in the hunt because we take top 4. So yeah, these are definitely all still in the hunt.
Right.
So there's going to be 4 more weeks, 2 more months, 2 more months
plus the playoffs,
and then we'll be playing with Winds of Exchange.
Yeah, well, hopefully,
definitely, guaranteed.
Wait, I don't think this math works out.
2 months is October. No,
this math does not work out.
Guaranteed. New decks in our hands. Then
that's a tabletop royale guaranteed. Asterisks.
Every tabletop royale guaranteed.
There's no such thing as a tabletop royale guaranteed.
It's fake.
It's fake.
Tomorrow we're gonna play.
We're playing this game tomorrow. For those of you,
Northgard with Logan.
It's based off a computer game.
It's cutthroat. There's a lot of beating each other up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of getting eaten by wolves.
There's a lot of catch-up mechanics.
There's a lot of catch-up. It's not a lot
of catch-up.
It's like, I don't want to call it like Risk. It's more like, I can't. What do I even compare it to? It's like really dumbed down area control 4X type gameplay where there's only 3 types of resources, and then there's also deck building elements that dictate your actions in a turn. So it's really interesting. And I think you'll have fun watching. And we're going to be really mean to each other, so yeah, that's always fun in our Logan streams.
Yeah.
And then on Wednesday we're going to play Decorum again. If you watched Tuesday or Wednesday stream last week, you know that our Decorum RP gets pretty good. It's a little wacky. It's pretty fun though.
I don't expect another appearance of the Duke, but
yeah, it seems like new characters every time.
Yeah, so. I think you're 2 new people every time, which is fine.
Yeah, it's definitely fine. Love the Duke. The Duke was good stuff. January as soon as I expect to be holding it. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. I think January is reasonable to expect. January, February.
And if it's later, then that's also fine.
Yeah, I could see May. Like when they said they bought the game, I didn't expect anything in a year.
Yeah.
Right. Because they're having to build a company and then also build all of the stuff around Keyforge. So
But they are putting out the co-op adventures to stores very soon, they said.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
That'd be something cool to be able to stock and say, hey, if you like Keyforge,
Yeah.
buy this thing. You can even play
I would
solo.
run the co-op stuff at the local store.
Yeah,
I would run
there
that.
you go.
Just because there are people interested in Keyforge at our store, but they're latent.
Yeah.
Right? They're sleeper agents.
Sleeper agents waiting
waiting
to
for
pounce.
Keyforge to return.
I mean, it's
So-
it's crowdfunded. It's a good time to come back. Midwest Trade event in Kansas City end of September and start of October. IRL Keyforge. There you go. So if you're interested in that, go check that
I've
out.
seen rumblings of that. Somebody should definitely post more about that in our Discord, so that way we can do a better job of promoting it.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
all right, everybody, thanks for watching.
yeah,
We'll see you tomorrow for Northgard, and I hope everyone has a great Monday.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.